So, ladies and gentlemen, since there's no sign up front, I'm here at this here Endless Night Vampire Ball, 2017. I guess I'm gonna put the year up there. And I ran into this man, of whom I've known for a long time. Was not expecting to see him here. Please introduce yourself.
Horus of the House Dominion.
House Dominion. Shout out to my friend ANUBIS, who was supposed to be one of the first people on this channel.
Cough, cough.
Made me come out to meet up with him so we could do the interview for him to tell me he can't show up. That was like 5 months ago, and I have not seen ANUBIS since. That's my way of cursing him out. No. You guys go, you know what, since I mentioned his name, you guys go check out his channel. He does good work. I like what he's doing over there. I'm gonna put his link on the screen. So anyway, yes sir. Again, I've known you for a long time. We're talking about vampirism here. Tell me, how long you been in the scene? How'd you get turned? Who's your sire? So on and so forth.
Rolling for a long time. Yep, I was rolling for about 6 years.
Okay.
Then ANUBIS hired me into Dominion. And I've been
what year
rocking
was that?
since.
Like, what, 96?
Nah, 2000.
In 2000, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like 2000, 2001 maybe. No, not later than that, not earlier than that.
Okay. So, I'm glad you said that. You've been around for a while. That's good to know, because my next question is, which I ask a lot of people, being around for a while, going into the different functions and different parties and different events and such, let's not like act like things haven't changed, for the worse at that.
For the worse.
Tell me some of the changes you've seen. Tell me, in your opinion, some of the things that changed for the better, if any.
Well, as far as changing for the better, there's a lot more color in the scene.
Oh, okay. Good answer.
But a lot of the ritual is gone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the respect is gone.
Spoke to my friends Shaolin about that too. A couple other people, Marcel. So one of the worst things, or some of the worst things, the worst changes as far as the scene go, in your opinion, is that the ritual, the traditions, I should say, have diminished.
See, diminished would make it seem like there's still like a strong foothold.
Okay.
But honestly, like, Lazarus is the last court that actually tries to hold some semblance of ritual.
Okay.
And at that, it's fleeting.
Interesting.
At least in my humble opinion.
Interesting. I find that really interesting, because I've yet to go to any other court outside of a regular Gotham court. Going back to you personally as a vamp, what type of vamp would you consider yourself? You know, your sanguines and your tantric energy, your psi vamps in general.
Energy, psi.
Energy, psi.
Yeah. I'm not heavy into the sanguine.
Okay.
I would, on a good day, probably partake with my lover, but I'm not really heavy on the sanguine. I'm not into it so much.
Okay.
I do feed on energy. A good fight. A good fight will keep me up for days.
All right, whatever works, whatever keeps you going. Okay. Let me ask this, and this is like off topic. Yo, it's been a minute. What the hell you been doing since I last saw you? Vampirically, let's talk about that.
Vampirically, I've just been on. I've been underground, man. I've just been sticking to myself.
Okay.
You know, because last time the house came out as a house, and tried to get involved in the scene on a more noticeable front.
Okay.
The politics and the BS started to take away from the allure of being back in the scene. So, I mean, I in general have just been more focused on my day side and just chilling on
Okay.
and keeping the vamp scene on the low. Attend 1 or 2 events,
Right,
but
right.
practically living that rolling life all over again.
So you're in the House Dominion,
Yes.
living the Ronin life.
Well, when I say practically living that rolling life, it's because we aren't trying to be meshed with all the political BS and Discord is bullshit and Sebastian is bullshit and we don't like you and so you can't like him. So we're not trying to be involved in all of that. So we're practically living that Ronin life all over again because we're staying out of all the BS.
So you admit that too much politics and crap flying around the vampire scene in New York City.
Yeah.
Like more than say back in the day?
It's more prevalent.
Okay.
It's more prevalent. It's a lot of, and I see this with elders. It's more, I don't like you because you did some stupid shit, so I'm gonna make sure no one else likes you. You can't be in my house, so you can't be with them. You gotta wait 2 years and a day, and then we're gonna keep adding months to it. It's a lot of political bullshit.
Okay. Nah, I see that a lot. I spoke to a few people who said pretty much the same thing in their own words. So yeah, I completely understand it. So how important, if at all, do you think functions like this are? Do you think we should have more stuff like this? Do you think this is good for the community?
The scene itself needs a resurgence. And not just a bunch of people bumping and grinding on the dance floor.
Right.
I mean, we need a resurgence of the lore.
Okay.
The
like the whole scene needs a reawakening, right?
Yes. Bloody hell. I mean, it needs an awakening.
Right. So, since I brought up that term, going back to you personally as a vampire, sired by ANUBIS, tell me about your awakening process. Were you already awakened before you got into Dominion? How did you go about learning vampirism, learning how to not go out there and suck the wrong energy or bone anything walking? How did you keep your urges under control? Did you keep them under control? What was your awakening like?
I've always been internal.
Okay.
So my urges weren't that much of an issue for me. You know, we know some stories, me and you, so
yeah.
Just say I never had those problems.
I wish I could say that.
But yeah.
So
I was well informed before my siring, and then I was well educated through my awakening, and most of the tenets that ANUBIS took into Dominion came from Sebastian, came from Sabretooth Omega.
Okay.
So we tried to hold on to some of the ritual and the clear consequences for infractions.
Okay.